Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Snehal Kadadevarmath from Davangere University, Davangere, Karnataka, India. Today, I'm presenting a paper on the contributions of sustainable agricultural innovation to inclusive development. The research context and the significance is that 45% of Indian population is engaged in agriculture, where 18% of the contribution is through national GDP, and 65% are marginal farmers, which are very less than 1 hectare of land. The key challenges are persistent income disparities and unequal across resource access, climate change impact on social health and water resources, limited institutional participation for marginalized communities, structural inequalities affecting smallholders and women and tribal populations. Now, coming to the research objectives for the papers which I have taken into consideration, the primary objective which I have taken into consideration is to investigate the extent to which sustainable agricultural innovation contribute to inclusive development in Indian farming communities. The secondary objective is to determine which type of sustainable innovation are most successful in fostering equitable outcomes for marginalized and rural populations. The focus areas which I have taken in this study is income equality and empowerment mechanisms, institutional inclusions and how their participation is taken care of, access to agricultural resources and the services, whether the extension work is carried out, and innovation adoption barriers and enablers. The research methodology, I have used a mixed method approach. The study area, I have taken into consideration the three states, that is Punjab, Maharashtra, and Karnataka, because of their diverse agroclimatic conditions and innovation initiatives. The sampling is multi-state stratified random sampling targeting smallhold farmers, women, and marginalized castes farmers. The data collection is a survey structured method of 360 farmers, focus group discussions, key informant interviews, and field observations. For the analysis part, I've used SPSS for quantitative analysis, NVO for qualitative coding, regression, and thematic analysis. Now coming to the sustainability agriculture innovations which have examined is the bio inputs, that is organic fertilizers, compost and biofertilizers, irrigation systems like drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, and precision water management. And the digital tools are mobile applications, SMS advisory, weather forecasting platforms. And the last one is the community-based models, that is self-help groups, farmer produce organization, FPOs, and HSGs. Innovation goals are mainly beyond productivity enhancement to include resilience building, reduce chemical dependency, efficient resource utilization, and inclusive participation in the agricultural value chains. Now, coming to the study, the findings which we have gone through and which we have studied is the first one is the innovation adoption by state. When it comes to the bio inputs, that is biofertilizers and the compost, Karnataka has 56% of adoption, followed by 42%, and Punjab by 38%. When it comes to drip and sprinkler irrigation, Maharashtra has been adopting 49%, followed by 41% by Punjab and 12% by Karnataka. When it comes to digital tools like SMS, mobile applications, Punjab has been adopting more with 52% and followed by Maharashtra 23% and least by Karnataka, that is 11%. When it comes to the participation by the farmers produce organizations and the self-help groups, 38% of Karnataka has been adopting more, when followed by Maharashtra 34% and 29% by Punjab. The innovation adoption is highly context-based, which is dependent on local climate and how the extension work is being given to them and how farmers are adopting it. So, and it also depends on the policy and emphasis also. When it comes to the income impact of innovation adoption, like smallhold farmers, there are two types we have taken, that is smallhold farmers which are having less than 2 acres of land, and medium farmers which are around 2 to 5 acres of land. When it comes to single adoption and multiple adoption, for smallholder farmers, multiple adoption, their income was increased around 72,800 rupees. At the same followed when to the medium farmers, it was around 1,13,600 rupees. So this was concluded saying that multiple innovation adopters earned 40% higher income when compared to non-adopters, with smallhold farmers benefiting professionally or proportionally. Sorry. Institutional participation and empowerment. We have divided the groups into adopters and non-adopters and women adopters, which are linked to self-help groups. When it comes to the membership, the adoption, you can see by the membership is 56% adoption compared to local decision participation. Women adopters were 64% and 52%, and non-adopters were around 22%, and with the local decision participation, it was around 16%. Innovation adoption, especially through community-based model, significantly emphasizes institutional participation and decision-making power, with women showing remarkable gains in the empowerment through self-help groups. When it comes to access to agricultural services, how the agriculture services were accessed by the adopters and the non-adopters, that is innovation adopters. So the services were received training. Innovation adopters were open to the training and they were around 40%. And they also accessed the crop credit with 53% and received market information also with 47%, when compared to non-adopters with 12%, 29%, and 18%. And the same has been summarized that 3x more training access for adopters, 1.8x better credit access for adopters, 2.6x more market information were accessed by these farmers. Now comes to the barriers. All adoption and the innovation has a barrier and it has to have. So when it comes to the barrier, it has lack of awareness, high initial cost, inadequate training, and insecure land tenure. When it comes, we can see the chart. When it comes to the women farmers, 71% the lack of awareness, 64% were the high initial cost, inadequate training were 58%, insecure land tenure 49%. So the critical observation which we followed were barriers are significantly higher for women and SCST farmers, highlighting the need to target these inclusion measures. Regional innovation ecosystem. So there are, when it comes to, we had taken Punjab, Maharashtra, and Karnataka. So Punjab had strength. The strengths of the Punjab was advanced digital tool adoption, high ITC penetration. The weakness was the Punjab state were low in bio input adoption, poor in women engagement. When it comes to Maharashtra, the strength was strong irrigation innovation, established microcredit system. Weaknesses were weak farmer produce organization in tribal regions and limited digital penetration. When it comes to Karnataka, the strength was a strong farmer produce organization presence, high biofarming adoption. When it comes to the limitation, it was having limited infrastructure with irrigation and poor tribal accessibility. Moving to the key research finding, 20 to 30% was increased for multiple innovation adopters, 40% higher earnings compared to non-adopters, 64% small self-help group membership among women adopters. The core insights which were followed or which were observed were multi-innovation adoption works, community model drives innovation, third was a digital divide persist, and marginalized faced barriers. The policy implication, financial inclusions like targeted subsidies for smallhold farmers, microloans for women, and crop and technology insurance, strengthening of institutional, that is more of farmer produce organization, farm to farmer extension work, and capacity building programs, getting more farmers to know about it, the different innovations, and digital infrastructure, basically the bandwidth, the internet access, digital literacy. And when it comes to inclusion of measures, land tenure security, joint line titles for women, and women extension agents. Future research directions, I would recommend extended geographical scope is there, where I have included three diverse climatic condition. The research can be extended to rain-fed and semi-arid regions, and also gender analysis and policy experiments for tribal trials and subsidy of training interventions. With this, I would like to conclude saying that sustainable agriculture innovation holds substantial promise for advancing inclusive development. However, their transformative potential can only be fully realized through holistic, local tailored interventions, through prioritize the needs of marginalized farmers. The ultimate goal is drive a dual agenda of sustainable and inclusion, and ensuring the agricultural innovation uplifts every farmer regardless of their social position, creating lasting social impact and economic equity in India's agricultural sector. Thank you.